everyone, today I did this look inspired by a picture that I saw on Instagram. The girl, her name is at Ella underscore ESS underscore, and this is what it looks like, if you guys can kind of see. And it's like half Frankenstein. It's kind of hard to talk, I have wax in my lips. It's half Frankenstein, half like human. If you guys want to see how I recreated this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so first I'm starting off with this black eyeshadow from my Too Faced chocolate or semi-sweet chocolate palette. It doesn't matter. Just get a black eyeshadow to do your brows. I originally had actually tamed my brows down with some glue, but honestly, at the end of the day, it wasn't necessary, so that's why I didn't think I should put it there. Like, you could kind of clean out your brows with a little bit of concealer. And now here, getting this big NYX jumbo liner. I'm using that just to kind of map out where I'm going to be splitting my face. Using this Mayron palette, I use the green color and the white color. It is water activated, so I did spray a little bit of water there. It's almost like a watercolor for your face. And I did go ahead and paint all over half of my face. And just as a reminder that, you know, this is something that you can work up on. So if you feel like you want it to be more on the green side, you would add more green. If you want it more lighter, you know, you'd add it, you know, more white. Or if you want it more brighter, maybe yellow. On the second half of my face, I did use some foundation and I concealed my face similar to how I would normally do like a full face of makeup. And I just buffed all of that in. This is going to go kind of quickly, but it's what I usually do. Then I put on some translucent powder. I put it on pretty much everywhere, just to kind of set my foundation. At first I was focused more under my eye, but then I did set my whole face, even the green portion. And then I'm doing just a very simple eye. I'm putting a brown color on the crease. And then I'm also putting a little bit of shimmer on the lid, and I did deepen up my crease with a darker color. I put translucent powder. It fell on my eyebrow, so I did clean that up. Then I curled my lashes, put on some mascara, and then I moved on to my green side of my face. I used a bright green and also a little bit of a darker green. So more like a lime green and then maybe more like a grass green. I used those, see right there, those two colors. I used it from my Urban Decay electric palette. But honestly, you can use any greens that you wanted. And then I did kind of do an outline, almost like a winged liner look with black eyeshadow. And then I colored it in with some green eyeshadow. If you just heard my dog is next to me. Then I also used a little bit of some yellow liner that I had to kind of brighten up that wing. And you can also deepen that crease, which I did do with the darker green. And I added some mascara. And I did put some black liner on my waterline. Now going on to the face, the fun and tricky part. I used Spirit Gum. I bought Spirit Gum, and I first was going to apply it with the brush, but it wasn't working out for me. So I did use a Q-tip, and then I patted it in with my finger. So you have to pat it in to activate it, and that is what I was doing. But honestly, I think this was an older Spirit Gum because I feel like it didn't do that great of a job. And then I rolled out some pieces of wax. To roll out the wax, you do need to have your hands with a little bit of makeup remover so it doesn't stick to your fingers. Then I started kind of blending out the edges a little bit, flattening out just a little bit with a spatula, and then I do end up going in with my fingers. Again, my fingers and the spatula do have makeup remover because wax is so difficult to work with, you guys. I definitely need to find a new medium next time that I do scars because this one was getting everywhere and it ended up kind of falling off in parts at the end. So I wouldn't recommend this, but it was fun and it did the trick this time, but I would recommend something else. And then afterwards, I did color it in with the same foundation that I used. I used a brush to paint it on just so that it can have a similar color to my skin tone. And then I will go in with a sponge to kind of blend it all out, which I think it did a really good job with using a sponge versus like maybe a brush. I really liked how that came out. Then we're going to go in with a spatula, and the spatula I'm going to kind of do a little line in between just to do mimic a scar, and then I will go in with some red cream paint to kind of just color in the scar, then mixing in some blue and some pink. I also went in and added that inside the scar, just kind of deepen it, make it look a little darker. Then I do go back in with some red to kind of cover up the blue, but I did want it to look a little bit darker. So I did go in with some red. Then I do color the green wherever I feel it needed. So I felt like half of the scar needed it. And then I started realizing my face looked kind of pale. So I started started painting my face. And I realized that that brush was super tiny. So I did move over to the bigger brush just to kind of wherever it needed it to be a little bit darker, I did go over that. And after that, I do start kind of shading under my eyes on both sides. Brown on kind of both sides, a little bit of maybe more on the blue side on the green side. And soon after that, I do start contouring. I contoured with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I also used the blush from the Kelly Osbourne collection. I was all with my side face there because my blush is totally destroyed, but I'm still using it. And then for highlight, which is coming up, I did use the Dose of Colors with Katie and Desi collaboration. Then I do move on to the green side where I do contour as well with some Shade and Light. And then I decided I think I need some blue and purples in there. So I did mix a few of the colors from the electric palette as well. I lined my lips with Night Moth for the green side, and then a red lip color from, I think it's Urban Decay. And then I used Red Outlaw from Kat Von D, but realized that it wasn't going to be dark enough for my green side, so I do go in with a black liquid lipstick, as you will see. I did do a tutorial for my scars or stitches, so if you want to see that, just wait after this little outro that's coming up next. That is it. I hope you guys liked this video. I know there were some parts that were kind of cut off. I was having issues with the wax. The wax is very hard to work on. I do need to find another medium that will be, I guess, a little easier to work on, because it gets really sticky to move around. It was hard to work with. But I really wanted to create this look. That picture that I showed you guys in the beginning of the video is so awesome, and it's so inspired. It's so inspiring and inspired me to try to recreate something similar. So this was my finished product. If you guys dressed up for Halloween, if you guys did a makeup look, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know and hear about your makeup looks. And if you're not subscribed and you like my channel, please hit the subscribe button. And thank you guys so much for watching. As always, have a beautiful day. Bye, you guys. Okay, this is the final look. I hope this comes out. I just drew some lines with my lip liner that I used for this. Just to kind of mimic a little bit of stitching along with my scarring on my face. I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.